Cuban dissidents silently carrying signs that read "Democracy equals respect," shouted down by defenders of Raul Castro's government in Cuba. The silence short-lived as tensions boil over on the sidelines of the Summit of the Americas.
Something that's all too common in Cuba has now made its way to Panama, with pro-government groups on one side shouting mercenaries and dissident opponents on the other side shouting freedom.
Rough pushing and shoving before the dissidents finally retreat back into the hotel, where a forum on civil society has been the stage for angry flare-ups, leaving Cuba's political opposition feeling isolated not only at home, but here at the summit, while Cuba and the United States break down half a century of enmity. Raul's shaking Obama's hand, he says, but they don't want to have a dialogue with their own people. Earlier in the week, dissidents shouted down as they try to enter the forum, the tension reaching a peak when dissidents try to march to a statue of Cuban independence hero José Martí, punches thrown. President Barack Obama, addressing that same civil society forum on Friday, was applauded.
We should reject violence or intimidation that's aimed at silencing people's voices. The freedom to be heard is a principle that the Americas at large is committed to.
At night, a concert organized for Cuban musicians whose critical lyrics mean they can't access the stage back home. Hip-hop artist Raúl Collazo says the historic thaw hasn't changed a thing. We're an example, he says, that freedom of expression hasn't improved. But for a night here in Panama, the crowds join in. Shasta Darlington, CNN, Panama City.